If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
So this is the code which we wrote yesterday in order to create invoice. We saw all the basic functions of mscript, some logics, how to call that particular variable into how to print that particular variable. So in the similar way you create email, in the same way you can create the SMS. Okay, so let's try to work parallelly so that we don't have to jump again back to the content builder, because content builder is a tool which will uh, which will be used to create the content. So just copy the code which you have written the same way. So as soon as we get the order, the same time we want to send the email, the same time we also want to send that SMS. Okay.
Okay.
So just copy this code and try to paste it somewhere else. Suppose into a notepad.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
I pasted it.
Right. So go back and again try to click on create option.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
SMS
it
message.
SMS?
Right, SMS message. See, this is the same way you will create the SMS. Okay. So in Marketing Cloud, you have generated a preview of email because email takes a lot of space. It renders into a particular client, email client. So that was so you had a different type of send preview, but the functionality is same for SMS. SMS are the short messages, and it will not occupy plenty of space or too much of space. So you will see a preview window here, as well as on the left hand side you will see where to type your SMS. So SMS can also be a static SMS or a dynamic SMS. Just try to write hi, write anything in that message box. So yeah, so similarly, this is how you go and you design the message. Okay.
Okay.
Similarly. So now but this message will not support HTML. Okay. So you cannot keep images and graphic GIFs and all stuff of CSS, HTML coding into this message. This is a simple message, but we have a requirement to send the invoice. That means this will support the AMP script. The HTML and CSS
Okay.
part won't be supported. Only the AMP script part will be supported. So now let's try to implement the same code into the SMS. But in that code, we have to remove all the HTML part, because SMS are
Got
non. So we won't display our image here. You, I think, haven't copied the entire code. It used to address with first name and last name and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have not. Okay. I did not copy this part because this is having the HTML, right?
Right. So remove welcome to Walmart and just paste that message. Yeah.
Okay.
Try to remove the image you are okay. We removed. So and if also you can remove because there is no if condition. Now try to call both the variables after this AMP block to print. Yeah, and remove all the HTML, CSS part, right? Okay. Now try to preview this with the same data extension, because to the same data extension simultaneously, we will have to send email and SMS. Yeah, you can see that subscriber preview option. Click on that option. Right. Select the source. No, I think it didn't get selected. So is that data extension empty? Customer data?
No. No, this is the customer data. It is having
Is
3
this
records.
phone number is there or not? Can you check? Go to
Yeah, we do
record.
have phone number here.
No, value. Okay, now again try to preview it, because it should show the records like we see in email.
3 subscribers selected in the source.
3 subscribers selected. I think there is an option wherein we have to select the subscriber. Or you can see the display preview option.
Yeah, here I can see the display preview from name, and apart from that, I selected a source here.
Yeah, but you didn't. No, it should return a preview.
Is there any step that I have to do?
Right. Actually, I have to check why it is not giving us the option to select a particular subscriber. Just go there and expand the data extension. Yeah. Click that data extension.
I'm double clicking it. If nothing is happening.
You are not getting any option to display preview. Can
No,
you scroll?
you can see it.
Yeah. So can you try to select the other one which you can see at the bottom? Yeah.
0 subscribers. 2 subscribers selected from the source.
I am also.
If you
I
want,
don't think.
if you want access, I can give you the access so you can check it out.
Can you check if you have local field as well in your phone, in your data extension?
There is no local field. We have country field, that's it.
Okay, country has a data type local or what?
Yes.
Okay, let me check. It should give us that option to select preview.
I'm trying some other data extensions also, which is having subscribers in it, but still it's the same with any other subscriber too.
Yeah, well, let me see that. Actually, it is not loading on my desktop.
If you want, I can share the access over here so that you can check it out.
No, I use the same access you have. So, but the content builder actually is not loading. So, as we have created email yesterday, so you know how to send that email manually, right, to a data extension.
Yeah. Yes.
You know how to send it, right? Okay.
Yes. So basically, we need to go to the email message and we need to set the data extension.
Yeah, let's try to send, because there are some concepts which I want to tell you.
Okay. So you want me to go to data content pillar?
No, from email studio you will be sending, because content builder won't have sent option. Only preview you can do with content builder, not send. So.
But we can just send from the content builder, right? We can have that just send. Yeah, I'm talking about that. Okay. Yeah. So yes, please tell me what to do.
Okay. Now go to content and find the content you built yesterday. There is a send button. Try to click on that send button. Okay, so this is the send flow window, right? Click on next option.
Yeah.
Here you here go back just one time, please. So on the left hand side, you select sender profile and delivery profile. So you know how to create sender profile and delivery profile. What is a sender profile and a delivery profile?
Yeah, like you can just go through. I know it, but I know it on a higher because like by the time I came in, the sender profile was already created. Yeah.
Okay. So you can create. See, if in order to send email, you will require a sender profile. That sender profile contains from name and from email. From name means your brand's name, and from email means your brand's email address. Okay, so any email which you receive in your inbox should contain from name and from email. That means, suppose I sent you an email, the from name will be Harshit Suri, and email will be my personal email ID at gmail.com. So you can create sender profiles. You have to go to apps option on platform tools. You have to select Email Studio.
Okay.
No.
Studio.
You have to go first into setup, which you were already there.
Okay.
Setup. You can see on the top right corner, you can see SFMC user.
Yeah, I already went there. It's loading. Just give me a moment. Okay.
Yeah. Now you can see platform tools option. Under platform tools, you can see apps.
Yes.
Yeah, and under that you can see feature settings, expanded feature setting. Now expand email studio. You will see different setting options into the email studio. Okay. So the second option you can see is sender profile. Now click on any sender profile, or try to create a new one. So it will be asking from name and from email. Okay, go to use specified information. Use specified information.
Where is that?
You have to.
Okay.
Use specified. Now define any from name, and any from name would be the brand's name. Suppose Soumya is a brand's name, and from email, suppose Soumya at, yeah, or you can give your email address. Nice.
Okay.
Now click on verify option. You will get a verification code on this email address. You verify that, and this sender profile will be created. So this is the basic setting we have to do in a sender profile. So we will choose this sender profile. You can name it to instead of Soumya. Yeah, it's fine. So did you receive any email to confirm the identity on your inbox?
As of now, I'm just checking. I could not receive anything for now.
Okay. So if you click if you click that link which will be sent to your email, then this sender profile will become verified. As of now, it will remain into pending status, and you can't send emails to this. You can't send emails with this particular sender profile. So for now, we can click on save button. This is how we create a sender profile. A sender profile is nothing but the from name and from email uh, for a particular type of send you are going to perform from Marketing Cloud. Similarly, below sender profiles, left hand side, you will have delivery profile. What is delivery profile? Delivery profile is nothing but it will tell you what are the header, footers, and IP you you can use. So suppose you are a multi-brand company and you have different footers for different brands, different headers for different brands. In footer, generally people give companies physical address. Companies, suppose if it is a Tata Motor, then the address will be of Tata Motor. If it is any other company like TCS or Tata Steel, so that footer will contain specific header and footer um, according to the brand you want to use to send emails, as well as the IP address. If you have any custom IP address, if you have purchased any particular IP address, then in delivery profile you can include. So now click on create delivery profile. Sender profile was from name and from email. Delivery profile will contain your header, footer, and IP. Okay. So
Okay.
you can create header and footer into content builder. Like you created email, if you have another option to create content blocks. Instead of creating an entire email, you create a content block. So you can create header and footer of because from a single brand you will have a single template. You will have to send multiple emails, but you have to use the same header and footer for all the communications. So you will create content for header, content for footer, and from here you can choose.
Okay, I get you.
Okay, so as of now, it is set to account default. Where you will see account default, now on the left hand side, you will see account setting. Go to account setting. Just, yeah, no, scroll down. Account setting, yeah. So the account default header and footer, click on edit option from the top left. Yeah, go down. So you will see the header and footer. So you can click on preview option. Preview option. You just had, yeah. Yeah, it is grayed out actually. Yeah, you can't preview that.
Yeah.
Okay, click on custom option. Click on custom option or and click on insert recommended header. So, yeah, and now click on preview. So in header, what you will see a view as a web page URL. So suppose if you receive an email and if you want to view it as a web page, so that link will be enabled when you send emails. Similarly, try to preview footer. So here you can create or custom footers, right? You don't have to use Salesforce footer. Try to preview one time that footer as well. You'll insert recommended footer.
There's nothing. Yeah, it is blank basically.
No, click on footer, custom.
Yeah.
Yeah, insert recommended footer. That you haven't inserted that footer.
Well, it's as soon as I click on custom, it automatically is going. So now I'm clicking on custom here.
Quickly click on insert recommended footer. Okay. There can be a bug actually. Click on custom and then quickly click on insert recommended footer. You will get an option. Yeah. Now preview. So this is the type of footer which you will see. In this footer, you will see the personalization strings, member business, member address, member city, member state, member postal code, and member country. So as per our, as so for sending email, we have to follow CAN spam law. Okay. What is a CAN spam law? In that CAN spam law, the first thing is you will have to provide a valid sender profile. That means your email should contain a valid brand's name and brand's email. So the email which we have used with domain Gmail, we don't have to use that. We have to use the branded email, like the company which you are working, it has a brand. So .com, that type of domain you have to use. The second part is your email should contain information from where it is coming from. So where is your physical company located? So the Salesforce default footer has some personalization strings. We saw it when created email. So those were the custom personalization strings you created. These all are the standard personalization strings. Okay. So those are the custom one because we had custom fields into data extension, but these all are the standard personalization strings which will directly fetch members, business, member address, city. So in your email, you must have seen this information already populating when you are previewing email. So these all information is populated. So from where this footer will pick all this information, again go to comp uh, again go to company setting, account setting. Yeah, account setting, company setting, account setting.
You have company information.
Yeah. Okay. So from here it will fetch the info. So that is the custom design. You can create your own design. You can write M script code in order to create footer. Okay. You can write the M script code into the same section where you have inserted the recommended footer. So this is where you create header and footer of email, and that you will insert into a delivery profile. And that delivery profile, if you choose while sending the email in the send flow, which we have into the first window, go to our first window where we have open send flow. Yeah. So the first and foremost thing is sender profile, delivery profile. This we have seen how to create. Sender profile means from name, from email address. Delivery profile means from which IP you will be sending. What is the header and footer you want to use. So after selecting these information, click on next option. You will see, yeah. So it is asking for a target audience. Try to select try to select any target audience. Yeah, just drag and drop there. Okay, so now you will see this option, all subscriber publication shared list. So why you are getting this option? See, system is asking you, suppose if somebody unsubscribed, from where it should get unsubscribed. So suppose take an example of Times of India. Okay, Times of India publishes plenty of publications. Suppose it publishes sports magazine, women magazine, men magazine, political magazine, magazine on cars, magazine on celebrities. So it has different publications to offer, and it used to send all sort of publications into different email to me. And suppose one day I realized that Times of India is unnecessarily sending me women magazines and all. I don't want to receive women's magazine, but I still want to receive sports, cars, politics, newsletters, and everything. So if I unsubscribe Times of India, then it will unsubscribe me from the global account. Okay, that means from the all subscribers. You know all subscribers. It is the master set of subscribers. So every record which we are going to send to data extension will be added to all subscriber. So in all subscriber we have four status. What all are the status? Held, bounce, unsubscribed, and active. Active means you can send emails to that subscriber. What is the second status? Bounced. Suppose you sent an email to an active subscriber and somehow that subscriber's inbox is full. Okay, so system will not be able to place that email into subscriber's inbox. So it will get returned, like it will get bounced from the inbox. So the status will change to bounce. Suppose again system tried to made attempt and again it bounced. Then the third time as well the system tried to uh, place that email. Then again it bounced. So suppose if we get 3 bounces into 15 days, system will change the status from bounce to held. Held means undeliverable. Now you cannot send emails to that held status subscribers. And the fourth status is unsubscribe. Okay, so somebody has unsubscribed, then it will be marked as unsubscribe into all subscriber list. So now try to open all subscriber into a different tab and let's try to see what all status we have. And yeah, so this window is asking from where to unsubscribe a particular subscriber. So I am a Times of so I don't want to receive women magazine, but I want to continue receive other types of magazines. But if I unsubscribe the entire Times of India, then I will not be able to receive any future communications. But I still want to receive other sort of magazines. Similarly, if I unsubscribe, Times of India will lose me as a customer. So the engagement which I perform on their websites, they won't be able to receive those type of engagements from me any further. So we will see that. But yeah, try to click on search option. Let's try to see what all are the statuses we have. Okay. Uh, Now click on search where click subscriber status. Okay, now click drop down. So four type of statuses we have: active, returned, undeliverable, and unsubscribed. Active means you can send emails. Returned means that particular status is that particular email got bounced. Undeliverable means we got 3 bounces in a span of 15 days. Then it will change to undeliverable. The second name is held, and the fourth option is unsubscribe. So if somebody unsubscribed to our communication, uh, it will be marked as unsubscribed. Now try to find out any returned subscriber. Click on returned and try to find now.
So, what is different between return and undeliverable?
Right. So suppose you sent me an email, fresh email, right? But my inbox was full, or there can be a reason like inbox was full. My client is not supporting, right? Or I'm using a company's email address in which we have spam filters. So it won't allow any commercial email to place in our inbox. So suppose you sent me an email, it got rejected, it will be returned. Okay, but when it will be returned 3 times in a span of 15 days, 3 continuous times in a span of 15 days, system will permanently mark that status to undeliverable. That means it returned 3 times, so we cannot send it any further. So it is undeliverable.
Okay.
So when we
there should be one more status called held status, right?
Right, undeliverable is the held status. Undeliverable is the held status. Okay. So you can close this window and you will see that subscriber statuses into the all subscriber. Yeah, so you can see here only. Go back to that. Yeah, you can see the status field. So in the status field, you will see some is active, one person is unsubscribed. So you click on that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they say bounce, that means that returned, right?
Right, returned. Okay. Quite confusing, but so if he has unsubscribed, this type of window will be visible. The red color icon is visible. That means he has unsubscribed. So now, if some subscriber got unsubscribed from all subscribers, you won't be able to send emails. Okay, because he has unsubscribed. Yes. So Marketing Cloud automatically blocks any future email sent. So now understands with the case of Times of India, it is a big publication company, Times of India, BBC, Global Times, there are New York Times. These are the big publication companies. they publish, and people try to read plenty of articles on these websites on their, try to send emails as well with their articles. So if I unsubscribe as a whole, uh, I won't be able to get any article from that company to which I love, suppose hearing about car celebrities, but I didn't wanted to get women magazine and all, so I unsubscribed. So in future I won't be able to receive any specific email. Similarly, they will also lose me as a customer, because I go and I check their websites contents, they have image, they have ads running on their websites, so it drives engagement and revenue from me. So we both have to
Yes.
yeah we so in order to avoid this, we have a concept of publication lists, in which you can have a facility to get an unsubscribe from a particular publication list rather than all subscribers. Okay, so suppose if I
Yes.
am creating a publication list, and if I am deploying that publication list along with my send, and if particular customer unsubscribes, it will be unsubscribed from our publication list. Okay, now go to Email
Yes.
Studio again, close this window. No, no, not here, not here. So we will have to, so yeah, create a publication list. Click on subscriber drop down. We don't want to unsubscribe our subscribers from subscriber drop down. On the top, you can see subscriber menu.
So
On the
I didn't
top,
get it. What do you want me to? You want me to create?
no, not here. On the top, you can see subscribers drop down. Yeah, go to publication list. Yeah, scroll down. You will
Oh.
see publication list. So you understood why we are creating publication list.
Yeah, so basically, if we have like one or two products and we don't want to get unsubscribed from all the products, we need to give
Right,
like a option for them to unsubscribe from one particular list. If we
right,
don't have publication list, they will get unsubscribed from the whole list. So we want to create
right,
one publication list to have it.
right.
I
So you
got
can
it.
try to create a publication list and try to select that publication list into the send flow.
What is this attribute public?
Public means
We
you
need to
have
check
to
this.
use this. In order to use this, yes, you have to click on public. That means you will be using this list, like you mark data extensions as sendable in order to send. If you want to
Okay.
send publication list as well, you have to mark it public. Click on save. Now we want we don't want to uh, get our unsubscribes from all subscribers, but we want unsubscribe from a publication list. So we will choose that publication list based on your requirement into the send flow. If you want to unsubscribe from all subscribers, that is fine. In the You will see it on the third page, I think, on the last page.
It's here. But we
Yeah,
don't have any subscribers in here.
it will be automatically added. Those who will unsubscribe will get automatically added. Okay.
Okay.
So now you can select your own publication list. Yeah. So why we have selected, you understood, right?
Yes. I
Okay.
understand. So yeah, we like my one question which I have here is like once we have this in the publication list, how does
Yeah.
the marketing cloud knows that it has to be unsubscribed from only this list and not the all subscribers? Because like once they have unsubscribed from publication list, how does the product how does the marketing cloud understand that this particular email cannot be sent for this particular customer because he has unsubscribed from this list only? So do we need to give this list while we are sending out the emails?
Right. Right. So you
Okay.
have to use the same list while sending out the emails. So similarly, you have to select the publication list. Suppose our sub publication list has 0 records. Okay. And now you selected publication list. You try to drag and drop that data extension again. You closed from here. What is asking to select from where you have to unsubscribe. Go on the top, you
Okay.
will see, yeah. So you will select your publication list here. So now zero records are present, okay. Zero records are present into that
Okay.
publication list. So if somebody unsubscribes, that will be auto added to that publication list. Now in future, if you deploy any other send, then if those two subscribers won't receive email if you are using that publication list.
Okay. So, but like whenever we are sending the emails, we have to make use of publication list manually, or else marketing cloud will not understand. Now
Right.
currently, if I'm sending out an email and someone unsubscribes,
Right.
automatically it gets unsubscribe from all subscribers. But this is
Right.
not the case with the publications. It has to be manually fed for every email which we send out.
Right. 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 Understood.
Okay. And
Yeah.
yes, I understood now. One question here, like how can we use, like while sending kind of manual emails like this,
Mhm.
the one which we are trying now, we say manual send of emails, right? For this, we
Right.
can give the publication list and everything. But how
Right.
about when we are using a trigger send, or when we are trying to use a journey builder? Do we have an
See,
option to select the publication list
right.
there also?
This is all these options will be available with everything. So now you are manually trying to
Okay.
deploy. For triggered send, we can create this send flow and save. It will give us an
Okay.
external key. Okay, we can
Yeah.
now you are currently choosing it, you will immediately deploy. But we can also save this as a send definition. In send definition, you have your email, you have sender profile, delivery profile, you have audience. So this is called as send definition. This for manual
Okay.
deploying, you can create it right away. But for triggered sends, you have an option to create and save send definition. So that send
Yes,
definition
you're
you
right.
have to call via API. We will see
Okay,
when we
I get
deploy
you.
triggered
Yeah.
send, right? So now
Yeah, I
see,
understood what you're saying. Yeah.
we will see future. So now we have selected our publication list and everything. Now the next option you can see is excluded or suppressed options. Let's try to understand the other type of lists we have. We have seen one type of list called as all subscriber list, in which all the subscribers data will be present. We have seen four type of statuses into all subscriber list. Okay. Then we have seen other type of list called publication list. It is used to manage opt-outs from a specific publication. Now there is third type of list called suppression list. What is suppression list? Suppose you are sending email to three people, and suppose you have a requirement that you only have to send people who are based out of India, or suppose you only send emails to those people who are based out of UK. Can you open this sendable data extension once consume customer data? Not here, open into a separate tab.
Okay.
Yeah. So suppose we have three countries here, and I have a requirement to only send email to uh, to Indian people, or suppose I only want to send uh, to, to to those people who are not Indian, right? So what you will do, you
Okay.
will create an exclusion list or a suppression list uh, to exclude that particular subscriber from the send. In our case, this is the master data extension, but we do not want to include Indian into the send, right? We have to exclude Indian into the send. So you can do it via creating exclusion list or suppression list. So exclusion list is not a list, is a data extension, is a normal type of data extension, and suppression list is a type of list. We will see both. If you are deploying any email to a data extension, you will use exclusion list. If you are deploying any email to a list, then you will use suppression list. So in our case, we have tried to use a data extension. So now try to create another data extension which will only contain Indian record, and we will try to exclude this. Okay.
Okay.
So go to
Okay.
the same window. Now we will see another type of data extension called filter data extension. Filter data extension you can derive from the master data extension. So suppose you have the master data extension, we will create a filter data extension, right? From which data extension you want to create filter, select. You will then define the criteria. Right. Write down the criteria which for which record you want to create a filter. We want to get the Indian records.
So currently, I think we had
Yeah.
IN. Okay.
Right. No, not save as filter, save and build. Go to save and build. Right. Select that folder as well where you want to save.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we will try to exclude this as so this we can call it as an exclusion list. So similarly, in order to exclude, try to search from the data extensions available. From the left hand side, try to select Soumya folder, and you will get the data extension. Yeah. Now drag and drop. So yeah. So you will see that one count is excluded. You will see
Yeah.
yeah. So this is how you create exclusion list. Now suppression list. So when you are sending email to a data extension, you will use exclusion list. When you are sending any email to a list, okay, you can send email to a list as well. So you have to create suppression list. So now go to that the next window and click on subscriber drop down. Subscriber drop down. You will see suppression list at the bottom. Suppression list. Okay, you can create a suppression list. So have you created any list earlier? List is
So yeah,
what?
yeah, I did not get a chance to use the suppression list or this list because we never used this. We use only data extensions. So I never
Right,
got a chance to play with the list around.
right. So list is nothing. Like I told you, that list is non-relational data model, and it has limited set of attributes. So you can create a list as well if you want to have, if you only want to keep first name, last name, email address. So click on public option once. I will show you what all things you have into a list. And click on save option. Okay, open that list, so suppression list. So what you have into a list? Only email address, subscriber key. Unsubscribe date and unsubscribe reason is optional. So email address and subscriber key. This is a simple type of suppression list you can create. In normal list also you have the same option: email address, subscriber key. In data extension, you can define your own fields and field names, data types. But in a list, we have by default email address and subscriber key. Okay, you can
Okay.
add
So
other
basically,
type.
when we are when we are using for the data extension, we need to use exclusion list. But when we are trying to send emails to a list rather than
List.
data extension, then separation list comes to picture.
Right. So list is simple. Like you created data extension, you can create a list, but in list you can't define any primary key which we have defined. So you can click on list option, my list option, and try to see how a list is created as well. Yeah, click on list. In data extension, yeah, click on create option. We won't be using list, but let's try to create it. Every data extension you create sendable, every list you create public. Okay. Click on next option. You won't see your okay. Now, yeah, save option. And the list is created. Like data extension you had, they didn't ask you what all are the fields you want to have or what are the data types you want to have. So click on Soumya. So because that this is a standard type of table which you cannot extend, it has already predefined attribute sets, right? Email address, status, subscriber key. This is not a custom table which you can create. Only you have email address and subscriber key. Status, created date, edit by, add method will automatically get added. And subscriber key here is by default primary key. And you cannot create relations between two or more lists and like that. So okay. So this is a type of simple subscriber list. You can create records and you can send to a list as well. While now go back to first option, the first window, right? So like you selected data extension as a target audience, you can select lists also as a target audience. Try to select the list which you have created as well as a target audience. Yeah, my list. Right. So currently it has zero audience. Yeah, it won't allow because it has zero audience. You can try to create it once. Yeah. So yeah. So one thing here is you create a record into a data extension. It does not get automatically added to all subscribers. Okay. It will be only adding the record to all subscriber when you will going to send email. But when you add a record into a list, it will be auto added to all subscribers. This is the concept
Can you
here.
please repeat it? I did not get. Can you please repeat it again? The last one which you are
Yeah.
saying, I missed
So
it.
for data extension, you have to send emails to that data extension. Then that record will be added to all subscribers. But when you create a record into a list, it will be auto added to all subscribers.
Okay, so basically, when we send any particular record, only it gets added to all subscribers using sendable data extensions. But for these list thing, even though we do not send using the list, just adding the record, it would be added to all subscribers.
Right, because list is a feature of Email Studio and it is called a subscriber list. So list is already telling that any record you create will be treated as your subscriber, and list has the status. In data extension, you have to create a send relationship. You have to tell the system, consider this as primary key, consider this field as email address. So and when you have to send the emails, then that record will be added to all subscribers. But in when you are creating a subscriber list, that means system is itself justifying that particular record as a subscriber, because that originally was created into a subscriber list. So it will by default have a status and everything. Now click on finish option. You don't have to check that checkbox. It is asking to create another subscriber. You don't click on finish option. So just go back or try to refresh. Now try to check uh, both the records, both of subscriber list as well as the data extension, which one is present in all subscriber before going to send flow. try to check in all subscribers if data extension record is present or if list record is present. You will see that list record is already added to all subscriber, but data extension we haven't sent email, so it is not already added. Yeah, search, right, write down the email address you have created, and it will automatically create a no find now option. All click on find now option, right. So you see that the Soumya record is already added with a green status. That means it is active status. Double click on this record. Right. So you will see that this record, the green status means it is active status. So now try to search any data extension record, you won't get, because we haven't sent emails. We haven't told customer system that we are going to send emails to them. No, not from here. Yeah. No, not from here. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. So adding a record into a list by default is treated as your subscriber. So now we have tried to create a target data extension. We you can you try to drag and drop that list now? Can you see if it is working? Can you close that, remove the data extension and only get the list? I think we can't send both in one go. Can you try to remove that exclusion as well? Okay, yeah. So you can add a single time send to a list or a data extension. Here also it is asking to select a publication list.
Okay.
So you can either send to a list or a data extension at a single time. You will be able to select the single list or a data extension. So if you are using a list, you will have to use suppression list. If you are using a data extension, you have to use exclusion list. Exclusion list is not a type of list, but a concept in which we create a data extension and we contain certain values which we want to exclude from our live send. Okay. So now we have seen
Okay.
sender profile, delivery profile. We have seen suppression list, publication list. Now click on next option.
So just a small question here. Since we like for this particular send definition which we created now, we have added a publication list. So
Right.
once we send out the emails, and if that particular person goes and try to unsubscribe, he will get unsubscribed from the publication list, not
Right,
from the all
right.
subscribers.
Right, right.
So
And you
we
will
have to check.
Yes.
Yeah, and once we get the publication list with us, we need to run it manually, check it out, and we have to, like if needed, we have to unsubscribe from all subscribers, or
Right.
else we can use this for future when we are sending the emails for
Right.
that particular product. Okay.
Right, right, right. So those who have unsubscribed from that publication list won't receive emails.
Okay.
Understood?
So one question. So that particular subscribers,
Mhm.
like now in all subscribers, there is a status saying that this subscribed or unsubscribed or bounce
Mhm.
or held. We do have the status.
Mhm.
Depending on that status, marketing cloud understands that we should not send an email to this person, and it will not send, even though we have in the list, they will not send those emails. But
Right.
how does marketing cloud understand that we should not send email to this publication, the people in the publication list, because we do not have status here, right?
In publication list.
Yeah.
Where, yeah. So publication list is only used to manage unsubscribe. So all the records there will be automatically unsubscribed status. It is a it is the list which is used to manage opt-outs. So the records which are present into a particular publication list will be default unsubscribed. Okay, but not from all
Okay.
subscribers from that
Okay.
particular publication list. So next time you include any publication list into the send, those records won't receive email. It is used
I
to
get you.
okay, it is used to manage only opt-outs. So any record into publication list will be default, will be having unsubscribed status. Open any publication list, you will see what all things we have.
Okay, so basically publication list and exclusion list both does the same thing, but exclusions list is something which we manually give. Publication list
Right,
is something what people have opted out
right,
in like in previous times. Okay.
right. Ok-
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So try to understand all these concepts. These will be helpful for you. So now click on next option. You will configure the delivery. Like you will, if you want to send it immediately or schedule it, we will try to send it immediately. Now click on next option. Yeah, and if everything, every setting here is correctly performed, which we have already reviewed, there is a checkbox on top left. Now you one more thing you will see that that footer already added because we had included into our delivery profile. The one, this is the same
Yeah.
footer where you looked into account setting, right?
Yeah.
So it
Yes.
will
Yes.
already edit based on the delivery profile. And we have the header as well, view as a web page URL. To view this email as a web page, go here. So these all things are auto edit by a footer. Now if everything is fine on the top left corner, you will see a checkbox. Check that checkbox. Top left corner, you'll see a checkbox. Yeah, and click on send button. So this send is complete. Now, where you will get the status of this send into the tracking. On the top, you can see tracking drop down. Yeah, click on sends option. Yeah, the first option is scheduled. See in the win, not there. It is already open in front of you. The first one. Yeah, first one. Yeah, this is scheduled. In some time, it will change to complete. Go back and
Okay.
again try to check the status. So every send, see it is saying complete now. So every send you do will have a specific job ID which you can see into the tracking. This job ID we will be using to pull tracking information when we will see SQL and everything in automation. But for every send you
Okay.
perform, there is a job ID generated. That job ID is uniquely identifying that particular send, and based on that job ID, we can find tracking. We can query the tracking information. So we will see that, but
Okay.
you can click on that name and open that job ID. You will get the parameters of your tracking, like open rate, click rate, unsubscribe, and everything. So suppose if you deploy any email, you are concerned about tracking. This is where you will get the tracking. If you click the email, then you will get a click count registered. If you open that email, you will get an open count registered. If email got bounced, you will get a bounce count. So this is the basic tracking which you can see into Marketing Cloud Email Studio.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So this was all about basics of manual send. We will try to see triggered send maybe tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Or one more topic is left, A/B testing, that I'll cover tomorrow, and we'll try to see triggered send. So just for your information, if you click on create option, you will be creating the same send definition and saving it. The same things are available. What you saw there, the same things are available. Exclusion list, suppression list, the content option, which email you want to choose. Okay, everything. So this is how you create and save a send definition. If you create this triggered send, it will give you an external key. That external key you have to refer in your API calls. We will see after creating
Yeah.
API package, we will see.
Okay, sure. Like I have some experience with this trigger send, but you can go through the high levels so that you're not having here. But yeah, like I understand. But good part is like I understood no suppression is because we never used it. I never knew about it. Now I understand the suppression and publication list concepts too. Okay.
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 So we will see trigger
So
send
do you
and
want to
A/B.
go over trigger send? Okay. You want to go to triggers and A/B testing tomorrow? Okay.
Right. These all are the only concepts left. Everything is covered apart from.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.